Y'all team Lawrence or team Nathan? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there? Happy Sunday. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great Sunday. Hope you had a good night. Hope y'all are ready to talk Insecure, season 5, episode 10. This season finale. Did it live up to expectations? Were they high? Were they low? Are you satisfied? Are you disappointed? Let me know in the chat. I got my guest backstage and she is just holding on like, oh, I got so much to say, Brandon, but we got to wait for the live show. I'm about to bring her on real quick. But before I do, let me go ahead and shout out all the people in the lovely chat. What's good? We got Naries21 in the building. Child, y'all need to hurry up in the room because LOL, we need to talk. Well, we're going to talk about it, Naries21. We're going to talk about it. And thank you so much for being here. Rachel M in the building. Was good. ER's grandpa. Hey, what's up? Zia Latrice, I was happy to see some love win, even if it's fictitious. There was no other way to end it in just one episode. Issa and Lawrence. Zia Latrice, thank you so much for being here, ma'am. I do appreciate it. One of the mods in here, one of the OGs. Thank you. More love. What's good? Hello. Nathan did the right thing. Hey, C Laffy, what's good? How you doing? Easy Lot in the building. Now that was me. What's good? Who else we have in here? That is a bot. And let's see. Scrubs and Squats. What's good? Team Lawrence RMF and Day already. More love in the building. I think the Mary Issa was her insecurity. We're gonna talk about it. What's up, Laura Winslow? Hey, how you doing? And Karma Serene with the 1999 super chat. Thank you so much, ma'am. I do appreciate it. And you know what we do over here for the dubs. Thank you so much. Where is it at? Let me get it real quick. Here we go. Thank you so much, Karma. I do appreciate it. Watched on time this week just to be here with B and the Just My Opinion gang. Well, ma'am, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. We really do appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And we got our other girl in here. Get your man, girl. What's up, Myra Sharice? How you doing? Hope you had a great trip. But let me not hold on. Let me shout out a few more people real quick, real quick. We have In the Minds of Kinsey Meditations. What's up? Hey Jazz, how you doing? Who else? JC in the building was good. Who else? KB82, Cassandra was good. Let's see. Ballet Barbini, what's up? What's good? Thank all of you so much for being here. I see we have 41 people in the chat right now. We got about 24 likes, so if I can get a few more thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. But without further ado, I'm not going to hold her backstage any longer. I'm so sorry for the wait. I cannot wait to hear what this young lady has to say. We've been doing this each week, and this is going to be the conclusion that's going to put the cherry on top. Coming from Houston, Texas, the lovely Miss Tara with Struggle Reviewz TV. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm cool.
You just cool?
I'm cool. I'm cool on this show. I'm cool on this show.
Oh, I don't even know if that's good or bad or not.
It's not.
Man, it's not
bad. It's
bad. Really? Okay.
Trash. Don't even
Trash?
ask me. Did you like how do you feel about this episode? Trash. The whole show in general.
Oh man. Trash. The whole show, not just the episode, but the whole show. Is it the season or the show that's trash?
This season. And I had high hopes this entire time, but I knew that we were asking for a lot for them to really wrap this up the way we felt like they needed to in one episode. But like, this is definitely not what I expected. I feel real empty.
Empty.
How you really
not good.
feel?
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. You feel I feel well, before I tell you how I feel, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you don't know, this is Tara with Miss Struggle Reviewz TV. We do this each week, and also if you love what she has to say as well as myself, you can follow her on social media. Her information is on the screen. Also, there's a link to her information down in the description box of this video. And you can also head over to my channel tab on my page and look, this is her YouTube channel right here. So make sure you subscribe to her, show her some love, help her reach 4K. But if you're just on my channel, I mean, look, this is my home tab. We do this every week. If you go to my channel tab, there she is on the second row, and bam, there's her channel. So again, make sure you subscribe and show her some love. Yeah. But like I said, or what I was saying, I feel the exact opposite. I actually enjoyed this season finale. Now, I will go ahead and say that I am not as invested in this story and these characters as much as you and everybody else because we viewed it differently. I binge watched all of this. You guys spent time with them week after week over a number of years, and so you have a stronger bond. I do acknowledge that. And I was on the train with you, on the bus with you, whatever vehicle you want to try to describe. You know, we had a bunch of filler. It was disappointing. I mean, you know, if y'all been here, you've heard what we've talked about. But of course, episode 9 was fire. That was nice. You know, I liked it. I think you did. Sharronda was talking about knuck if you buck and all that. And I was going into this season finale like there's no way in hell that they can wrap it all up in one episode. But I kind of wish I think they did with what they had. I wish we still got more of the show. I wish it wasn't done. I wish we can see more of what we got, but I think they wrapped it up nice.
I don't think the issue was wrapping it up. It was more so like where we were. It felt so shallow. It felt like we should have been in this episode in episode 5 of the show. You know, it just felt like it was like a scapegoat to speed through like the birthday. Like the whole scenario felt so fake and it just didn't feel genuine. It felt empty. Like I'm like, we went on all of this journey just to end up here. It just feels like everything else prior to that, these whole entire episodes were for nothing. We already knew that like it didn't. I didn't feel fulfilled when it was just like, oh my gosh, she ended up with Lawrence. Like, big fucking surprise. We
Oh,
already knew she was going to end up with Lawrence. The issue, what, like, we waited all the way to this episode for that, so it was just like everything else was for nothing. If she was gonna end up with Lawrence, she could have fucking ended up with Lawrence episode 4 and 5. We could have bypassed that and got really into what we wanted to see. These characters end up where we wanted them to be. Like, it just felt really, it felt rushed. It felt fake. And I ain't appreciate it, as you said, as a viewer who has watched this show from the beginning all the way, waiting each week for every single episode, growing with these characters, knowing how good each season has been. So to come here and for it to just be underwhelming, and then for you to try to pacify me with one really grand, big final episode with everything you think we want to see in it, I don't want to see that shit.
well, like I think it was Naries that said, "Tell us how you really feel." Hey, I can't agree. JP agrees. Excuse me. Let me ask you this though.
Yes.
What was it that you didn't see that you wanted to see? What did you want to see that you didn't see?
Let's see.
And were you happy about? And were you happy about anything?
I was happy with. It's just the idea of us getting, to see where our deep breaths tower deep breaths. Like, we pretty much got what we wanted. We got to see their happy endings, but I don't feel like we got happy endings as viewers. Like, it was just like, yeah, we're kind of gonna walk around the situation for 9 episodes, and then finally, like, it just wasn't enough. Like, it was, I think the episode was 40 minutes, which is, a lot for them. But
I was surprised.
I left off feeling really empty. I just kept waiting for, I verbally said out of my mouth, that's it. Like, I didn't take in any, like, I didn't feel fulfilled with, like, the most part I felt fulfilled with was maybe Molly and Issa's relationship, and how they converse later in the episode. But that was just,
I got emotional.
Yeah, it was just, because it really felt like, not only was it, their characters saying goodbye, but, them personally, because they've been on this road together on this show. But nothing else for me in the series held any weight, period. This whole episode, it was just like, we're where we knew we were supposed to be 5 episodes ago. So why did we wait to episode 10 to get here? I feel like all the rest of the show could have been, okay, this is what happens when you try to pair a relationship, when you're trying to be a stepmom, when you're trying to, like, we could have got more of them in the life that they're getting to. We could have got more of that in the show. We didn't have to wait to the end. We could have seen them, trying to coexist, and Issa play stepmom, or Molly. Like, we could have seen that already. So just to see it all kind of here, it didn't fulfill me.
You know what? I was, because I was about to have a pushback party on a lot of stuff you said, but I do like that last thing you said, as far as her being a stepmom and trying to co-parent and all that, and how, because it's not going to be a smooth ride, of course, and so it never is. Even I know that, and I have no experience, but I can imagine. It's I mean, parenting in general is not a smooth ride. So when you have multiple adults, so we get it. Okay, point for Tara. Point for Tara.
I feel like we could have got, the show is insecure. Like, we could have had her, like, the idea of this last, finale or whatever. It's just her feeling like, being insecure or whatever. Like, I didn't get the happy ending that I thought I would get.
Oh,
but
no.
I had to, move some things. We could have gotten her on her journey to get to where she is now, instead of speeding a few years ahead with birthdays. I was supposed to feel fulfilled.
Well, yeah, we finna break it down. But pushback party now, because earlier you was like, hey, we should have been here a long time ago.
Yes.
The thing is, when you have these movies, these TV shows, you always know the good guys are gonna win. But what makes it good is you don't know how they're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? You knew that Trinity and Neo was going to make it at the end of the Matrix, but you had no idea how. Anyway, I'm just being. But I feel like my point remains the same.
Yeah.
But Anyway, we ended with a kerfuffle at the party.
Yes.
Nathan is tripping. I spoke about how wacky was being and how Nathan was holding it down, and that's exactly how the episode starts. You
Mhm.
know, they're in the car. Nathan, let's go inside and talk, baby. Come on. He's like, no, I don't want to. This is BS, and I
Mhm.
don't blame him. And he's like, I don't want to do this. You tripping? And the truth is starting to reveal itself because
Yeah.
I think all of us were saying, man, what would Issa what Issa
Yeah.
have said in that moment if Nathan didn't come over there? And Nathan not stupid. That's
Mhm.
exactly what he's thinking, you know, like just just as a male. I mean, you know, I know that we know that. And I thought I had a picture of her, but she was looking good in that dress. I have to give her a compliment because I know I was ripping her a couple of weeks ago. But
Yes.
I'm really sorry about tonight. That's not how I wanted things to go.
Mhm.
He whacked for me. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, she was looking good in that right there.
You said
Uh,
he whacked for that.
yeah.
Mm.
Because I'll just go ahead and say this. I mean, Lawrence's little plan worked. Like, let me throw a wrench in this party and embarrass everybody, including myself, and I'll come sneak in 2 years later.
Mm.
And you know, I'm just like, I don't like that. I don't. I'm pretty sure he didn't plan it out that way. I'm being silly, but
Yeah.
you can look at it that way, and this is like, you whack for that. But one of the things I was liking is, like you said earlier, the friendship between these two though.
Mhm.
Just throughout this whole episode, I thought it was fly. You know, and I was really frustrated when the transition from seasons 4 to 5, how it jumped and we didn't get a resolution between them. So to see the last episode, them just being there for each other, of course, at the end, she taking off her wedding dress and all that. I thought it was cool, but I guess no, you shaking your head. They didn't do nothing for you. Okay. Go ahead.
I didn't. Once we left off, with the fight and everything, I really hated the fact that we started off with Issa still persisting that I feel like if Nathan wouldn't have said anything and he would have went in the house with her, it would have still been like, no, Nathan, baby, we're okay. I love you. We're together. Like we would have skipped over into them living together. It was just like, how far were you gonna take this? After like this whole season, Lawrence has been there, but he's kind of, been on the back burner. We have not seen him as much as we've, seen Nathan and, their relationship and all of this good stuff. But just to know that we knew this entire time, that it was, the feeling was not mutual. She was not where he was. So to have him just be like Nathan looks so hurt.
He
He looks
did.
so hurt. He looks so broken. Like, you're really gonna sit up here with a straight face and like, why are you still trying to pacify me and try to make this something that it's not? You don't want to be with me. And then I was
That's
fine
his
with
fault
that.
anyway.
It's his fault.
I mean, anyway. I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. My fault.
No, once we I was okay. Once I was so glad that Nathan didn't, text her or call her and be like, maybe I was glad that at that moment it really just felt like that chapter was done and Nathan recognized the situation for what it was and just respected it. Like, I'm just gonna walk away. I need some space. But once we have Lawrence in that message and I looked at the time mark for about this episode is 40 minutes. For about 30 minutes of this episode, we go back and forth with the dog and pony show of still will they or won't they with Lawrence. That pissed me off. I was like, are you serious? Like, we're still gonna go and do this shit? I don't have time for oh, it's your birthday. Oh, can I call? Oh, can I take you on a date? Oh, he's with somebody. Oh, it's never the right timing. Oh, it's too late. Who gives a fuck? Just
What are you talking
get
about?
to the point. Like, I absolutely hated that. Like, I thought immediately after she got out the car and Lauren sent that message that at least for the most part we would get a full-blown episode of them, transitioning through life together, them finally admitting, hey, I love, because you see, when he said I love you, before Nathan stopped her, she was gonna say something. But I thought, we were gonna go through the motions. No, we literally got
Them
that little
transitioning through life, like you just mentioned.
no, we got the girls. We got the girls. we could have gotten the girls and we just could have gotten more into that. Like, this is all we're getting. I don't want to see Issa playing stepmom all the way at the end of the episode. We could have started that shit right away as soon as you knew how you felt about this man. But with even after the party, with the time jumps of the birthdays, they still didn't get to a year. Another 2 years went by. How much time went by? I got confused.
It was 2 years. What's wrong with that? I mean, look, by them doing that, they got closure for everybody's story. Nathan at the very beginning of the episode, and y'all, as y'all are watching this right now, y'all let us know who you agree with, because we disagree on all of this. Let us know in the chat if you're a team Tyra or team Brandon. Come on, team B Avery over here. You know what I'm saying? Let us know in the chat, team Tyra or team B Avery. You know,
it was horrible.
Let us know.
I was like, wow, we're still gonna go. Oh no.
Wait, well, hold on. So at the beginning, we got the Issa Nathan breakup, which is fine.
Pretty much.
And then we got the birthday with Molly. And what I liked about that is she was addressing all her past insecurities from the whole series. Like, oh my gosh, I mess everything up. You know, when I meet family, I mess everything up. And it was just a wonderful, beautiful moment. Everybody celebrating her birthday. She gets, Torians out there. The whole family is meeting this. It's a wonderful thing. And Issa's being there I'm just like, okay. And then the next jump, we get Issa's birthday too with the assistant. And they're talking about Krishan. I'm like, okay, this is a nice transition right here, but you just disagree. Okay, hold on. You can jump in there. You can
I was good with like Molly's part. I love Molly's part. I love Molly's whole transition. All we ever wanted was for Molly to be happy. Don't be giving deuces. We wanted Molly to be happy, but I just felt so fictitious to jump into, like, I was all for Molly's happiness and her birthday and us transitioning into her coming to her own. It's like, oh my God, look how far Molly and Torian have come. She's meeting the family. They're making strides, everybody's there. But then after the first birthday, I was like, oh, this is an episode of birthdays. So it just felt fake. Like, you had Molly coming out. If I had to see somebody do one of those, like, one more time, put your teeth away. Like, I don't want to see it. Like, it just felt it felt fake. I was like, is this a dream single? I was like, oh no, this is it. Like, once we got into the birthday after, I felt unfulfilled because once we realized, like, okay, Nathan says it, like, we know what it is, and it's kind of unspoken, but it's like, this isn't what you want. You want Lawrence. We know that, and you know that. But when we get into, like, Issa, and it's like, oh yeah, girl, I'm trying to get some birthday dick, and I'm like, why are we here?
I wanted to ask you that though. I'm glad you brought it up. I remember years ago when it's funny when we realize women talk just like us, but I always want to know, it's funny. But I always want to know the level of detail of those realistic conversations. Like, girl, it's your birthday. Get your birthday dick, and you're sizing them up. Like, oh, he looks kind of whatever they were saying. Okay, cool. I'm just curious. I always want to know. What was I about to say? With Kelly, this is what I was about to say. Were you happy to see this gentleman pop up, Mr. Save the Last Dance? It's been a minute since.
I was like, they gonna give bruh some lines, or I was like, oh, he's just standing there. I think his name is Sean Neil Patrick, one of those. But Mr. Save the Last. I was happy to see him. I was like,
I'm not trying to be funny. I was thrilled. I was really.
I thought he was gonna. I was like, is he gonna? It was awkward that he was just standing there and he didn't really have any lines. But I'm always happy to see somebody that we're familiar with here, and him be part of Torian's family. I like what was going on, but I expected more than, I don't know, for some reason the birthday transitions were not relaying to me like I needed them to.
Okay, well, I see your scrubs and squats. I don't want to put that comment up, but I mean, I don't know, Tyra. You see, I thought this was a great moment. I was.
Oh, there we go. Where the teeth at? You don't have one with the teeth?
Oh, there you go. Is that
Oh,
what
there
you?
we go. They were
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
We got a whole lot of I love you. Oh, you guys, like it
yeah.
was
This is
it felt more like to me like they knew that this season wasn't what it was supposed to be from episodes 1 to 8. And it was just
man.
like we gotta squeeze everything in now. We gotta try to wrap it up. Like, no, we could have made this situation flow a whole lot better if there was better writing in the show from the very beginning of this season. But since it wasn't, and we lacked so much in about, I'm gonna say 6, maybe 7 episodes of this whole series, that now we have to push and try to pack everything in. What does this say? I'm just glad there were no corny jokes.
Yeah.
Oh God, it
Well, I don't know. I don't know why I'm being scared to put this up here
what
because
is it?
the
What
show
does
had
it
it in there anyway. It just keeps standing out to me.
say? What
Um,
does it say? Too
well,
old for birthday dick. Felt unrealistic. That's the thing. That's what I didn't understand with Issa when we get into it was like, why are we here with Issa, being on the prowl and the birthday dick? It was almost like we were starting over. This did not feel like a filler episode, but it felt like an episode of where we would be with Issa in the beginning of this season. So to get to the end and still have her be on the prowl and feeling inadequate about
being on the prowl. Am I
that's what she said.
misunderstanding you?
Like she was on the prowl, like she getting
Okay.
birthday, like you're looking for a whole
Oh,
other,
Okay. I'm tripping.
And
I
then we
got you.
have the most awkward fucking conversation with Nathan. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was. Where is it at? Yeah, that
What
was
was
pretty
that?
bad.
What was
That was pretty
this?
bad.
What was that?
Well, I
What?
mean, it was over, but he still wanted to show the love and support and wrap it up with the barbershop and
Mm.
dang, I guess I don't know. I mean, I was entertained. Apparently, it's all good.
I
It's
was
all
not.
good.
I was literally just sitting and I was blinking. I didn't feel any love for these characters that I love. I was just watching, waiting for them to take us somewhere because I was like, oh, so okay, we're back to square one of Issa pretending like she doesn't want to be with Lawrence. So now we have to go on adventures of, years passing, birthdays passing. I'm feeling incomplete. I want a relationship too. I need to make these moves, a couple of mirror bitch moments. And then, yeah, it
Mirror bitch.
just, yeah, I
Okay.
just didn't. I'm trying to think of anything that I really liked about the episode. Like, I just,
Well, I feel different than you. I like the closure. It even circled back around that everything with her is awkward when she's trying to converse.
mhm.
But it was pretty much over, unfortunately, for them. But and then we get Kelly looking
Yeah,
ungrateful. Not Kelly, but I'm sorry, Tiffany.
Tiffany.
I like also how you feel about the outfits and the hairdos because they had to keep changing it up. It
Yeah,
stood
they
out to me.
kept. I
I
think they
liked it.
did a good job because we were going, through different months and times in their life. I just, what was up with Tiffany? Like,
Yeah, I want to ask you that. How do you feel about her reaction to her newfound life, and her not being happy and saying that she
yeah.
hates it there? How do you feel about all that? I'm
I
curious to
thought
know.
we were going to get closure for that. We already knew that she didn't want to go there via last episode. So for it to just kind of be lingering, everything with Tiffany's character and her husband just always seems unfinished anyway. So it wasn't surprising that they would do that for a last episode. I was waiting for maybe some closure with her, being more accepting, maybe a small little brief conversation with her husband, something. But it's just like, yeah, I hate it here. Wasn't yeah. Like, okay, that's okay. But it's just like, yeah, she'll come around eventually, and that's all we're kind of left with.
Okay. I was gonna say, did she seem or ask, did she seem snobbish? But she possibly that's
She
most likely
seems
her
sad
character.
to me. She seems sad, and she like she said, I didn't sign up to be a Denver housewife. She looked seemed incomplete and sad and unsatisfied, and we didn't really even finish off with anything. We just jumped to yet another fucking birthday.
Oh man. I got you. I got you. Well, guys, we got 100 and this thing is jumps from 115 to 92. Now we have 102 people in the chat right now, and we only whoa. We only got 45 thumbs up. Are
Damn,
you serious? Really, y'all? Is it like that?
it's because I ain't like it.
Oh man, can we get a thumbs up? Thumbs up, everybody. We ain't going. We come on now. Can I get at least that 75 thumbs up, please, everyone? Please, seriously, we're not going forward until we get some thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Do I gotta play some party music or something? All right. Hopefully that raise your spirits to motivate you to hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Let me see what we got now. Hopefully we got at least a couple. Y'all are y'all tripping 65, but okay, that's fine. All right. Don't be crying no more like Brandon, you ain't doing no more lives. What happened to the lives of the show? Y'all don't give me no thumbs up. But that's cool. That's cool.
What did you? So you completely felt you loved everything about the finale. You enjoyed everything.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not disappointed.
Oh.
When it ended, I was like, okay, that was cool. They capped off everything. I want more, but I'm one over here like, really? What, man? Dang.
Oh no, like once we got to like I was okay. I felt like I was okay with mostly like the surrounding characters, like how they tried to kind of finish Kelly off, like Kelly all of a sudden like, oh, Kelly has a man, but we're supposed to be okay with it now because it's a year or so time jump, but it's like we could have kind of been here already, which Kelly has a man and it's transitioning through the birthday, so not only do we have a man, but now we're having a baby, so there are strides being taken, and yet again you still have Issa. Then they brought in that fake Daniel. Where the fuck did light-skinned perm Daniel come from? I was
what was his name? What was his name? Shair or
I don't know.
Razorblade?
I wrote Daniel with a perm. That's what I wrote down.
I forgot his name. Here she was being extra, so they had to throw that in there too. She was talking about the stuff that he.
Of course, we have to put things in there.
What was his name? It was Nasir.
Like fake ass Daniel. Fake ass Daniel. Tell me that didn't look like Daniel. Tell me that did not look like Daniel. That was freak. You didn't get Daniel from that?
I did. That's a perm Daniel. Yeah, but his name was Nasir.
Perm.
Yeah, she was on a roll in between, How right before that though, how do you feel about her calling on his birthday?
I was, for how I was feeling in the episode, I was like, whew, finally. Please don't make us wait to the end to get to where we need to be. I want some more of everything else. And then it's like, well, yeah, I got plans. And then you have the woman walk in. It's just like, what the? Come the fuck on. The allure is gone. The mystery is gone. When I told you that I was going to watch the wind down, and it was just like, this was her thing. Like, I always knew that this was, because Issa wrote the last episode. It's like, I always knew that they were going to end up together way in episode 1 of this season. So it was always for her and Lawrence to walk off into the sunset together. But I don't feel like they chose the best route to go about getting us there. When he said, I have plans, and the woman walked in, I was like, bruh. Why?
Okay.
Like, why?
Yeesh. Well, she had some plans later too. She was looking good here, I must say. Here's your fake Daniel
Daniel with the whole profile, the whole jawline was giving Daniel.
Did you like the mirror conversation she was having when Lawrence called? Like, bitch, what you doing? Don't answer the phone. It
was funny. Mirror bitch was real snappy this episode.
I got you.
It feels like she got a little bit more potent as the season went along and was kind of, triggering, ticking away at Issa, like, it was a part of her insecurity. The mirror, whatever, has been a part of her journey just as much as hers. It's her inner voice, her inner thoughts.
Gotcha.
And, it was just like pretty much what we got to see, once I stopped listening to that and just go off of what I think I should do. And I don't need confirmation from mirror or anything. I'm secure to make my own decisions. So I got that.
Okay. We got to talk about this right here though. When they were still at Tiffany house, when they was
Mhm.
going in, Issa saw the picture
Yes.
of Lawrence, and she was kind of tripping on that. And this is where actually Molly asked Issa, like, "Hey,
Hmm.
what would you have said if Nathan didn't interrupt?" And she trying to play dumb,
Yeah. Well, because
but
we have to keep up the facade of the will they or won't they when we already know where we're going. So we have to say
blah
shit.
blah blah blah
Oh,
blah
it's
blah.
too late anyway. It don't even matter. Shut up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Fucking,
You
I'm sorry, y'all. I fucking hated this episode.
Dang, that's a lot.
I hated this episode.
Oh, goodness gracious, goodness gracious. Well,
Oh gosh.
um,
Oh,
unfortunately, we got bad news after this though.
yes,
That's
we
when
did.
Molly's mom passed away.
Mhm.
Acting is great, but that's sad. Did it kick a tear in your eye at all, or
Yeah,
no?
Molly, for the most part, her whole story arc from where she began in this episode to where we finished with her, I love Molly's journey the best. I love her journey more so than Issa's, which is, completely different because, this show has predominantly been about Issa. But I love where they took Molly and where she ended up. I felt like everything really came full circle for her in a natural, genuine way. And it didn't feel rushed because we were, with Molly this entire time. We didn't really have a roller coaster with her. Who she was trying to be in episode 1 and those strides she was trying to make as a woman, it went all the way through every single episode. So I was really okay with that. I love what they did with Molly here. I loved her whole story arc. I love how she dealt with, her mother passing in relation to, us just, that was another dynamic here of us getting older, changing business wise. You see everybody making different career strides. You have Kelly getting a job in accounting or something like that at the firm. Like everybody's just kind of drifting apart, but trying to make sure that they maintain those friendships. And that's what it was really supposed to be about, on top of Issa's situation.
Well said. Well said. I do agree with everybody in the chat. They are saying that they didn't need to kill her mom.
Hmm.
I don't think it was necessary either. I don't
I
know
didn't
why.
expect that after that big situation we had with the mother, going to the hospital and the stroke and everything. I
Yeah.
felt like we got, even with that, and I think throughout not every episode, but we've had like a thread of them, promoting making sure you make those life plans, life insurance, make sure all of these things are okay. And for her to just go, I was like, oh, that was very shocking, especially that we seen her in the, but watching the wind down, you should have checked out the wind down.
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. And matter of fact, I just got
No,
done. Oh, go ahead. My phone.
no, it was I believe Issa said that was supposed to be Issa or Penny, the other guy. They were saying like that was supposed to be a moment to really push Issa and push the characters to go, life is short. If you want to make decisions and do something, do it now, which is, in correlation with Issa feeling like, oh, it's too late for Lawrence. Like, I don't need to go back. It's not going to work. And that was supposed to be the catalyst to go, it's never too late. Like, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Right on. Right on. You making me want to go watch it now. Um, but yeah, this was I was wondering like when her mom died, they never circled back around. But this a year later, it's her
Mhm.
birthday again, because this is where we found out it's been a year since the first birthday when
Yeah.
Torian was leaving her parents. She was talking about how tough it was, and you know, it's crazy. I got emotional here too, because a lot of my friends. God, thank you God, my mom is still here. But all of my friends from college, they have lost their, like one of them has lost their mom like once a year for like the
Mhm.
past 6 years. It's very scary. So this kind of spoke to me right here. So
Yeah.
good acting. I think Mara
Yeah.
also said that in the chat. So I hope she gets more work because I've never seen her do anything other than this.
Mhm.
But they're liking the acting, not the wig
Lower
though,
wig.
not the wig, not the wig. So, everybody can't win one. I mean, win them all. So, but I guess Issa got the message that you don't want to wait, and neither the Lawrence, and so they set it up here. He just pops up
Mhm.
at the
Yeah.
show, and
No talking or nothing. We just popped up.
yeah, they got that love for each other, that unconditional love, that 6 year love, and Why does she look this way right here? I guess I
Because
just.
that's what she. Now, of course,
Oh,
at this point, we have Issa. She's made some strides for herself and her career. We see the, the celebration at Crenshaw. So we Crenshaw, or is it Cren? Am I saying it right? Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's to tell us that she made the choice to work with him, of course, and that's what she's been doing. And she's still LA based, and now she's all the way up until the moment where she has her own headquarters and everything. So that was nice.
It was, and I'm gonna talk about that how they wrapped up the episode too. But again, this is beautiful right here, guys. I was like, wait a minute, is somebody getting married? And then we get a year later, and they have jumped the broom. Torian and Molly, and it's wonderful. I even like the DJ. She was nice.
Yeah.
She had a lot of I don't know. She just stood out to me, but I was so happy. I was.
Yeah.
This is just a beautiful moment right here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a beautiful dress, beautiful woman, beautiful everything. They look good too. I mean, that red is popping. It is popping. I wanted y'all to see my face when I said that. So
Popping.
yeah. Now y'all let us know in the chat as well, where y'all feeling this scene right here. The wedding. And even you got your boy. I thought I had a picture of it. I guess I don't. Of the oh no, I do. Yeah, they have the mother there too, looking gorgeous. And that's sad, but I'm happy. I'm like, yeah. I mean, at this point in time, I don't even think I cared what happened to Issa. I was just so darn happy that Molly got married, and to a good brother, a smart, educated brother. We know where he worked. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yes, this is dopeness. This is dopeness.
Yeah.
Not dope,
I like
but
that.
dopeness.
I like that, even though it did reinforce my, where I felt like we should be. Because I was like, it would have been really nice if we would have gotten to see, first episode, boom, Molly, like, Tori looking a little different. He's looking kind of good. We might need to hang out. And it would have, felt a little bit more fulfilling when we got all the way to this episode. And now, like last episode, we just got into him being introduced to the friend and he bringing edibles. Like,
Yeah.
we had just got there.
You.
So it would have been really nice to see their relationship grow over time. Like Molly got her ending. I love, yes, the dresses were beautiful. Everybody looked good. Molly got her ending. She got what we always wanted for her, but it was just like, boom, married. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I wish we got a little bit more of her and Torian, and like, just for instance, if this was an Asian Bay moment and we had traveled all the way with her ups and downs with him, and we finally got she got it, but it just felt a little rushed because we didn't really get a whole lot of time with Torian. Last episode, they were trying to, sneak around in the office and act like they didn't, wasn't sleeping around.
I was gonna say that it's interesting how relationships develop, because this was more unintentional. It wasn't a date, it wasn't a swipe on Tinder or Bumble or whatever the apps are, or whatever. It was an indirect thing because there was coworkers. And I was about to agree with you saying that, yeah, it would have been nice if we would have saw more of their romantic relationship. And it would have been, it would have been nice to see a real life confrontation, opposed to her just saying, hey, me and Joe used to get it in all the time, and him being high. We really didn't get to see, him being sober, but we did get to see the relationship and them build a rapport as coworkers that possibly replaced it. I'm not saying that that's a fair replacement or equal one, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Also, Laura Winslow says Tiffany is pregnant, but we didn't talk about it. I don't think we did much.
Nothing.
Yeah. How you feeling about that?
That was me waiting. I thought that we were, because I was looking, I was like, she got a baby bump in the the bridal gown, and I was like, oh, we're gonna get a moment with her, like, hey, Denver's not so bad, girls, like, it was like, nope, another birthday, like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I love Tiffany's response as well to her getting the news, like, oh my God, oh my effing God, oh my effing God. I was laughing. I don't know if it was funny to y'all, but that was kind of funny. But yeah, she's gonna have a little baby. Yeah, there go Tiffany right there acting crazy. Yes. And so she had black hair in this one, blonde hair in another one. So
switch up their hair.
Yeah, switching it up too. Yeah, I mean that makes sense, so but we are pretty much at the end after the wedding right here. This is the moment that got me emotional. She took her out the dress and she was just like, thank you for being you, thank you for accepting me and all my crap. And I was just like, man, I don't know, I thought about it with me and my homies or something, you know what I'm saying? And I was
That's
just
the best moment of the episode.
yeah. This was because it was really it was icing on the cake for me because I didn't like the way things ended. I keep saying this from seasons 4 and 5 and how they didn't resolve that, you know. But sometimes it's not necessary if you can. It's kind of like they resolved it without using words. They just understood each other, like, I got you, you know, you my dog or whatever. I mean, I don't know, that's how I perceived it, you know. You
I
feeling any
liked it.
different?
It felt like not only closure for them, but just them saying, like, girl, the show's coming to an end. Thank you. You know, that's what I got. Like, you know, not just this moment, but girl, the show, we have been on this journey together. Thank you so much for being here for me. Thank you so much for giving me a chance, girl. Like, we know, but everybody knows who Molly is now. Like, thank you for the opportunity, and I know as long as you're here, I'm gonna be okay. Like, it was a nice moment, especially after the situation with her mom. I love that they, of course, commemorated the mom because, you know, she's the main one who kept putting pressure on Molly to get married, and she actually did. So that was nice. It was a nice moment. We had, you know, Lawrence come back around with the beard. Here's your drink. You know, Lawrence was there.
Yeah, he was. And this was just dope to me. At the very end, it's showing her at the peak of her career. You know, she got the hair did, she got the nice suit on, she's in authority, everybody looking up to her. You know, I'm like, that's dope. It may seem forced to some people, but I liked it. And also she's showing she that's her business. She's getting her whip, she's going around. And they start driving around to all of the landmarks from the show. They showed the Rite Aid place. They showed the old apartment. They showed Best Buy.
We got y'all.
Yeah, we got y'all. They showed it all. I thought I had pictures of it all, but I don't. And I thought that was cool. I thought that I liked that. I liked that. And I know you was making fun of this scene earlier. But it's the stepmama scene. I ain't gonna lie though, it was awkward as hell for me. Like, yeah, you want to get ice cream? Where's the scooper? Like, oh god, like
they had to heighten that moment. Man, like, whoa, we got 2 minutes of the episode left. Yeah. We got to make it like Issa's a stepmom. She's in it.
That was
she
cringy.
knows him. He's happy to see her. She's a stepmom. She's accepted that Lawrence has a baby, and they've moved forward. You know, they had to sprinkle that hot sauce on there. Like, it would have been so great to get this episode 2 and see how they micromanage with, you know, Condola, see them on this journey to get to where they are. Like, just that would have been so great to see. Just have her go through her feelings of, you know, being insecure that she didn't, you know, get that happy ending, like she said in the freaking wind down. That she felt like, you know, in the beginning that whole transition on that couch, like she was going to have Lawrence babies. This was, you know, going to be her fantasy. And just to see her, you know, model her way through what's not her fantasy and what a lot of everyday people have to deal with. Like, this isn't my fantasy. You know, he has a kid already. Just to see her navigate through that with Condola, or see, you know, that would have been awesome to see. I would appreciate that more than the dog and pony show that we got with Nathan, when we knew that this was already in game.
So would you have been more satisfied if Condola was in that final scene with him at the?
Oh, not at all. That wouldn't say nothing.
Okay. I got you.
No, I wanted to see the life. I want to see, you know, what really happened or what a relationship really looks like with Tori. And I want to see her really being that stepmom. I wanted to see what it was really like for Tiffany being in Denver and the impact on their friendship, or her just being unhappy. I wanted to see those things. I would have preferred those things versus what we actually got.
I think we may get a Molly and Torian show. Who knows? I mean, if the fans want it, and, you know, who knows? They trying to make as many shows for streaming as possible. But the last thing right here, she putting on that lip gloss, you know, glowing quite great. I can't even. I tried to combine the words bright and great and said great.
Yeah.
What is
It
wrong
was
with me?
supposed to be a really significant moment because if you remember in episode 1, she's trying on all those lipsticks and all that stuff. It's like, who am I trying to be? I'm not that person. I can't pull this off. Let me just put my Carmex on. No, this final episode, we have her actually putting on a color and, no longer looking for validation in that
She looks
mirror.
good.
Yes,
Yes.
she does. She looks really nice.
She looks great. And
She
she's
looks
getting that.
happy.
She's getting that call from Molly. Now there's a comment that's where is it at? Where's it at? Because I did not notice this, and I want you to tell me if it's true. Where is it at? You know who you are. Did it go away that quick? Okay, yes, this is from a Mainstream Beauty. In the scene where she puts on the lip gloss, she has an engagement ring on. I didn't notice that. Is that true?
I wasn't paying attention, but if that's something that happened, it would have been nice to see that.
Oh man, I was gonna give them some credit, saying that was nice how they slid it in there, little Easter egg.
They had 2 seconds to show him on one knee. Like y'all had time for everything else. He couldn't propose at one of these birthday parties.
I guess. But Molly did have a dope ass ending. Her ending was better than than Issa's or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I identified with Molly's journey with no problem. She's in Greece. Yeah. We got the green screen working in the back.
Super green, man.
Yes.
Super. I'm gonna pull mine down. Because they made it more obvious, but yeah, I ain't tripping. It was like it's the last episode anyway. But man, she's getting it all. She's having fun. They haven't even really went to go sightseeing yet because they're so busy. So I was really happy for her, for real. But this is how it ends for with him about to cut the cake. So
yeah,
I don't know. We feel different.
Yes.
You hated it. I liked it.
Yes.
Team Brandon over here. Again, let us know if you team Tara or team Brandon in the chat, in the kind of chat and the comment section. But
I think that would be so good if we would have got to see them like how we got all these time jumps and year jumps for this. Like, I don't even feel like we needed. I thought in a finale that we would get, not even the finale, the show in general, that we would do, if we did jumps, it'll be, significant jumps for a reason. Here, it just, was kind of jumps that were convenient for the plot to just, it was like, oh, okay, this is the last episode. We gotta move it. We gotta go. But if we could have gotten that first episode be, okay, Lawrence, you have a baby. It's not with me, but I love you. I want to be with you. Let me see what that looks like. And just really went on that journey with her. That would have
been cool because
yes,
I was not feeling Nathan or whatever. So
it's just like what was it all for? Because we have been dealing with these episodes this entire season of this not right, this not looking right. She don't want to be with Nathan. This is awkward. It's not genuine. So instead of us, dealing with that lackluster ass relationship that we were trying, like. For the most part, we were just trying for that because we didn't want her to hurt Lawrence. Like, girl, why are you doing this? And of course, that's what ended up happening. But if we could have just gotten a whole different type of journey, we could have got Molly and Torian. We could have got her and Lawrence and her trying to deal with, the woes of not being, the first one to bear his children, or, a lot comes along with that. That could have been so much storyline, but we opted for this.
I got you, Mom. I got you. I got you. Sorry you feel that way. I disagree with. I agree with half of it. Other half, I don't. But it's all good. All things are subjective.
Yes,
but I think it's just because I think one of the main things is because I know you have much more invested in this show than I do. Over a long amount of time. So that's just how things work or whatever. But hit the thumbs up if you guys are enjoying the content, y'all. We would really appreciate it. Please do. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's going to wrap it up for us today for the Insecure season 5, episode 10, season finale live recap.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed our recaps. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you're feeling like me instead of Tyra, but that's okay. If you're not, let us know what you think about my commentary, her commentary, our commentary, the show, all that good stuff.
First time we've been like completely opposite.
Yeah,
we've saved it for the last episode, right?
Yeah, I couldn't wait to talk to you about it because when you asked me earlier in the week, like what you thought, and I sent you the emoji, I was just like, I cannot wait to talk to her, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I was
excited, like
and she coming here talking about trash.
Man said it was good, all right. see
I ain't
what we
say
got to
that.
work with.
I
I
just
was
smile.
like, oh, that's it? Oh, hell.
Man, well, I ain't going. Yeah, Team Brandon up in here. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I win that, that battle. Ha ha ha. Nah, but it's how this is it for us. We're not gonna be meeting back next Sunday. So
oh, man.
we got to figure something out. What we're gonna do next, you know.
Hopefully it's as combative as this last episode.
Yes, yes. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. But y'all, that is it for Insecure. Everything is gonna be okay. Yes. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, subscribe to my channel right here as well. And if you are on my channel tab, you will see Tyra's channel right here, Struggle Reviewz TV. Yes. Please subscribe to her and show her some love. Ma'am, is there anything that you want to promote or anything you have coming up on the channel?
Like, people have been going up for the Mike. My channel is slowly transitioning into Throwback City.
That's all good.
I try to keep it interesting and, do the contemporary stuff, but people are loving the throwbacks. There is so much more. We have, Casino coming up, Silver Linings Playbook, Devil in a Blue Dress. A whole lot of stuff is coming up. Retro City over there.
So yeah, if you want her to do a retro review, you can send her a super chat, and that's like a real thing. She'll bust it out for you and all that good stuff. So I meant a video, and so I was not trying to be inappropriate at all. I said it. I was like, that didn't come out right. Let me clear it up.
Bust down. $25. I'll bust down.
That's hilarious. So I just did a movie news roundup show earlier today. You can check that out as well. Had OneTakeBigDog and Elliot from Movie Files. Also, my Matrix review is up, and The Kingsman. If you haven't seen that, just subscribe. I got a lot of cool stuff. Anyway, guys,
some Matrix review.
Yes, I haven't checked out anybody's because I haven't read anybody's review or watched anybody else's because I want to watch it one more time before I get the outside opinion of anybody else, because I kind of dozed off a few times. I can't remember if I mentioned that, but guys, again, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, and that's Tyra, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time. Dun, 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 dun.